to have you, Deputy Commissioner. Thanks for being on the program.
Thank you, Leanne. Good morning, and good morning to the viewers at home.
Now, you recently met with organised labour. What came out of this meeting?
Indeed, Leanne, we met with our organised partners, being POP Crew and PSA, on the 11th of February. The issue on the table was essentially the resuscitation of the Ministerial Consultative Forum, following the agreement that was reached in 2005, March, under the then leadership of Minister Ngonde Balfour. In essence, this Ministerial Consultative Forum, the mandate is to discuss strategic matters involving both organised labour and the department. There have been a number of issues on the table that require us to collaboratively work together and to find long-lasting solutions. I can mention that the outcome of that discussion was that a joint task team was then established with comprising of members from management, PSA, as well as POP Crew. In fact, between Thursday and Friday this week, the task team will be meeting to basically lay out the path going forward. There are a number of issues on the table. One of those, and a critical issue, is the issue of the shift pattern within the department. What sort of a shift system do you want to roll out? The other issue that will be on the table for discussion is the issue of promotion policy. Yeah. For us to be able to facilitate progression of correctional officials within the department. Yeah. The other issues on the table relate to the issue of the staffing norms within the department. How well are we staffed as a department? To what extent do we have staff shortages within key areas of our operation?
What would you say are the major
concerns? Indeed, for us, that is a critical milestone that the ministerial task team had to sit.
Let's talk about the major concerns that face South Africans' prisons. What would you say they are?
One of the critical concerns that I think it's a given centers around the issue of overcrowding within prisons. We have a total population of approximately 160,000 offenders within our service correctional facility. And that, of course, then has consequences in terms of pressures on the staff that you have, the pressure on the infrastructure that you have within as a facility. And that is a major concern. But what we are saying within this Ministerial Consultative Forum is that let us begin to have in place medium and long-term solutions that are long-lasting. Let us continue to dialogue. Let us continue to find and tap into the collective wisdom of all of us within the correctional services.
Now, in the annual report, we talk about misconduct. What type of behavior are we talking about here?
Well, we have a code of conduct within the department, like any other employer that would have in place a framework to regulate behavior. And it spells out a number of instances that the department views as cases of misconduct. I could cite for instance, bringing in contraband, fraud, corruption, and it's a range of acts that would be cited as acts of misconduct. Yeah. And I think as a government entity, indeed as an employer, you are bound to have a regulatory framework that regulates the behavior of employees within the workplace. And
you are addressing this as a matter of urgency?
We are indeed addressing that. One of the things that we should be doing during the course of the 2013 and 14 financial year is to basically look at the backlog as far as the number of cases that we have within the system, both in terms of disciplinary cases as well as the grievance that are within the system. As you would know, the minister has declared this the year of the correctional officials, and there are certain things that we would want to see being achieved, as I indicated, within the 2013 and 14 financial year.
All right.
And one of those, of course, is that you would have to deal with the backlog of all the grievances that have been lodged by officials, because in essence what a grievance is that it's an expression of unhappiness on the part of an official. Yeah. And the longer it takes for us to resolve those things, the levels of unhappiness do go up, and that has an impact on the staff morale.
All right.
One of the issues that would also...
Chief Deputy Commissioner, unfortunately, we have to leave it there, but I think that you really have explained to us in quite detail as to how it is going to happen, and hoping that, as you say, this is the year of the correctional official. Chief Deputy Commissioner Tebogo Mokoena is joining us from our parliamentary studios in Cape Town. Let's take a quick break.